Good morning, my friends. Top of the morning to you. Time to get some. All right. Try to get this as large as we can here. Looking at the weekly chart to start here. Trying to get pumped up. Do my stretches. Got one more to do, actually. Oh, trying to get the mind focused. 6:06 a.m. where I am right now. We're going to switch from getting pumped to getting focused. All right. Been a tough couple days. I'll be honest with you. Trading a cash account today. Last week, I passed my combine, top step, and just sort of ho-hum. I'm a base hit trader, not a home run trader. If you like home run traders, check out Traders Evolve. That dude is so sick. It's a different type of style. You got to trade with your own psychology in mind. You got to trade with your own tendencies in mind. For me, I like base hits. Definitely like being trades for forever. And so it works very well for me as long as I follow my plan. So I get funded. Monday, my first day as a funded trader. Max drawdown. And then yesterday, second day as a funded trader, max drawdown. I'm done. I don't know who was even pushing the buttons. I didn't recognize anything that I did. It was the weirdest thing. My buddy told me beforehand, he said, hey, everybody blows their first funded account. Everybody. Be careful. Size down. I was like, dude, what are you talking about? Why would I change anything? Why would I do anything differently than what I've been doing? I can't. That's just blasphemy. I've been crushing it. He was right. It was so weird. It's like it wasn't me. Why is that on there? This is the 1 week chart. You can see here we have battle of order blocks. There's a bearish order block right here. That's confirmed by this candle. Well, then we have a bullish order block right here and a bullish order block right here. So we have stacked bullish order blocks right there. The intersection of those is right here. And so I definitely expect when we get to 44.63, we're going to get a bounce off of 44.63. Now we're a long ways away from there. That's 60 points lower from here. But as you can see, so far it has not gone up and touched this weekly bearish order block yet. Since it's been formed, haven't retested it yet. Like, that's probably going to happen. It's probably going to happen, especially since we're delivering from this weekly bullish order block here. I feel like we're probably going to see that. Probably going to see 54. Might not. Might maintain this bearish fair value gap right here that you see. That could be maintained. It's possible. If it is, it's so hard to get these things zoomed in. If this gap right here is maintained, then we would look for that to get retested. And that would be a sweet entry, right? Because whenever we have a fair value gap that front runs an order block, that's the highest probability trade. So I'm good. I'm good with it if it doesn't, but I kind of expecting it to. We'll see. We will see. There's also, I think on the 5 minute, there's an order block here at the 55 range. So teeny tiny daily fair value gap right here. See, we're now rejecting on the daily chart. 21 EMA is rejecting. I'm going to pay close attention to that. That tells us a lot. Okay, it was at 35 was where the rejection took place. This could go, on the bullish scenario, this could go down, let's say, and take out this liquidity right here, and then get you like a tweezer bottom. And you could have 2 wicks down here, and then it could rifle up, right? That'd be the bullish scenario. I think that's pretty unlikely. Pretty unlikely with this formation. It could happen. It could come down and just barely touch it, and that would be more bullish. I don't see that happening unless there's some sort of news that I'm not privy to. Shares drop after company misses estimates. Yep. Mortgage demand drops again. I don't see anything on here so far. So there's no news that would just be like super bullish. There's absolutely nothing going today. Look at that. Nothing. However, tomorrow's a big day. So what we could get today is we could get just absolute horrific slow chop. But more than likely, I would say there actually will be some movement today, setting up for tomorrow. So kind of today, whatever happens today is probably the opposite of what's going to happen tomorrow. If we run up today, that means they're probably setting it up to knock it down on tomorrow's news, and vice versa. So we'll see. All right, that's the daily chart. This rejection here is pretty bearish now. It looks like this is a continuation bearish order block right here. And I remember saying that on Monday. Gosh, this feels like a setup. I fell for it though. I was short a couple times, blew it Monday. Same thing happened yesterday. Rough. And such a great streak, and man, they come to a crashing halt. Now the 4-hour tells us a story here. Bearish order block here, right? Looks like a continuation bearish order block forming right here. Confirmation of that with the closure of this candle, which just started. Confirmation would be if it closes below 22. Get these back up here. Here's the 1 hour. Now with the 1 hour, definitely want to make note here. We've already got this area marked off because it's the beginning of the weekly bullish order block right here at 94. Also happens to be a midpoint for a fair value gap on the 1 hour. So that's pretty decent. Now there's also a pretty big one right here on the 1 hour. We're going to want to pay attention to that. Now that formed towards the end of the day yesterday. You see here, starting to lose, even on the 1 hour, starting to lose the 21 EMA. And all roads kind of point to being short. Now this is from 11 to 03. 11 to 03, got a 1 hour. We just have to acknowledge this. This isn't something we can ignore. It's just too big. It's too big to ignore. We're going to put the midline in there as well. And then we'll put this one in too, just as a reminder that it's there. So those are both on the hourly. Now there is one here as well, right around the previous close, which hasn't been touched too. see, when is this one from? That's from overnight. It's right on the previous close. So those are a few places, particularly down here. Those are things we just need to be aware of, because part of the reason is not necessarily that it's going to bounce off of that and rally higher, but just to remind us, like, if this thing drops really fast, not to short it, right? If it plunges through here and comes down in here, not to take a short in here. Let it bounce, however it's going to bounce off of this, maybe come back up here and then go down if we're shorting, which is kind of what the day looks like it's setting up. Pretty bearish formation here. Some confluence here. The 15. Inverted. Wow. Okay. Okay. So the inverted fair value gap there. So when you get a fair value gap that's bullish and just sort of gets violated like that, you can see we have right here on the 15-minute pretty strong bearish order block. Daisy chain to this one. Does this one reach this guy? No, but that one did. So you've got the daisy chain of sell blocks here. And now if we get to the 5-minute, yeah, you can see that. It's a sell block there. Okay. Now, previous close, we can pretty much count on the fact that at some point today, price is going to trade at 45.1850. Like, it's going to get to that. That gap is very likely to be closed. It might even be closed before the market officially opens. So right now, just super bearish price action. On the 5-minute chart, this is the moneymaker right here. But you can see these highs being respected, bearish order blocks forming all over the place and being respected. Meanwhile, lows keep getting taken out. Low, taken out. Low, taken out. So pretty straightforward bearish price action so far. Trade 2 contracts today like normal. Cash account. You trade a cash futures account, it's your own money. Highly recommend you keep as little in there as possible. Give yourself the keys to having a day that you regret. You do that only if you keep too much in those accounts. I know it doesn't take long to wire more money in there. There's another day. Like, be careful. Not financial advice, anything here. Not a thing. It's financial advice. And I'm really liking the way this looks right here. If we get a pop. Don't give a whole lot of weight to the overnight price action, but this fair value gap was actually formed during the trading day yesterday. So I think there's just a little more weight to this one. And then this one down here. So if we get back to the weekly or weekly bullish order block, we definitely want to take that at 44.94. However, that's like 30 points. It's 100 plus ticks from here. So hopefully if we get all the way down there, we've gotten some piece of it. Ten minutes before open. But this is kind of like the perfect formation. Don't want to ignore that. Let me see if I can draw better. That right there. That is the absolute perfect formation. You've got the bearish order block right here. Okay, that's that candle right there. And you have this inverted fair value gap, which is identical one side to the other. And usually when you see that, that's just like an automatic. Price is going to, if price gets back up into this area, what is this level right here? 27. It is so likely to reject from there. And you've got, so from 27, let's say you put your stop at 5 points. You wouldn't even need to. 31. I would go ahead and put it at 5, at least to start. You have so much protection for your stop if price gets to that area. That is a just beautiful, beautiful formation. Doesn't get much better than that. There's actually a place I can show you a small example of that where it's identical. Watch this from yesterday. See this little teeny tiny bearish fair value gap and then this little teeny tiny bullish fair value gap? They're the exact same, overlapping, and look what price did. Price came down and touched that and then just ran away. So whenever you get those two things lined up, you feel pretty good about it. Feel strong. Very tempting. I've learned my lesson enough, but man, that's tempting. 23.25. Always wait till the open. Sometimes things will reveal themselves. For example, what if this candle goes up here and boom, all of a sudden, by the time we open, we're above the 21. It's starting to turn around and you've got a bullish fair value gap right here overlapping this, sort of like this one here, but the opposite. And we definitely went along. So that's why we can't take that, although, yeah, that looks pretty juicy. 23.25. That's juicy. Why is that so juicy? Not just because of the fair value gap and this sort of little breaker double bearish order block right here on top of it. That's part of the reason, but also just the, you have the low here, you're coming up and touching, retesting that previous support that's now become resistance. That's not too shabby, not too shabby. Seven minutes to open. Six minutes. Let's look at the bond market quick. Nothing going on news-wise. Double check it again here before market opens. Bond market pretty flat this week. Not a whole lot going on there, just some sideways action. So Roblox misses. Jim Cramer's top 10 things. Can't believe anyone listens to this guy. Getting some yawns here. Gotta pay attention to your focus level. Some blood flowing. Retailers are blaming organized theft for lower profits, but it's a hard claim to prove. No, it's not. Theft has been insane, especially in cities. That's why a lot of those stores are just closing down. Explosion military supply plant in Moscow injures 35. Ukrainians strike back. Okay. So yeah, I mean, there's nothing crazy here. Yeah, nothing crazy there. So we'll see what happens. We'll see if we were to get lucky here, price would shoot up into at least this area. We could take it here with a stop way up here and have protection from this as well. I don't know that we'll get so lucky, but it does look right now as though they are holding this thing up. I do think we're going to see a bounce right here. So that's why I would rather short it up here. You know, I want to have at least 5 points of room. So we don't want to short it below 25. So actually we would need it to get to like right here. That'd be a great place to take it. Man, that'd be a great place to take it. Look at that jumper right there on the 5 minute. 25 would be a great place to take it. That would give us protection. 5 point stop right all the way up to 30 right there. Would feel very good about that. 627. Time to get the gun out. See what happens. So right now we have no interest in buying anything. We know what level we'd like to sell at. See what the market shows us. I don't think we'll get that high of the looks of it. Bearish fair value gap is getting respected so far. Make this more better. Trying to get through the bearish fair value gap so far has not been able to get past this 23-25 area. Seems to be trying. Does not look like a trade is going to be setting up for us. Oh, wow. More rejection. We're going to get confirmation here. Market opens, we're going to have to take it at 21. Five seconds to market open. All right, we had to take it. We got a classic setup here. So had to take it. I hate shorting this close to support, but it's just too perfect. Already up 13 ticks. And this should be set up to 20. Okay, we're up 13. Struggling with my view today at 14. Looking pretty good that it knifed through that very easily so far. That's definitely a good sign for us. We do not need 20 ticks of risk here. This can be brought back down to 9 ticks. If we're right, this is a bearish order block, and that's why we took this trade in the first place. And therefore, it should reject. Even if it comes back up here, it should reject off of that. Got a nice push down, and now it's just kind of doing its thing. So this is the trade. So we got within 3 ticks of target there. So we can get another push here. Within 3 ticks again. Might be something down there at that level. Something down there. It's just a cluster from the overnight right there. Sort of protecting this thing right now. You just gotta let it eat. You know, we're on the right side of the trade. Followed the plan. We took the trade that it gave us. And there you have it. Cash money, my friends. Cash money. Give me my motherfucking money. Trading's easy, isn't it? Oh, man. Let's take a quick look at that beauty. Get a quick exit there. Base hit trader. That's really what my name should be. Base hit trader. I'm looking for 5 points, guys. I mean, and the reason for that is that I don't like to be in trades for very long. I tend to mismanage trades. I'm terrible at it. Even when I have like an automated or essentially a you don't have to think about this type style, I still screw it up. You just have to know yourself. I gotta screenshot this for my boy. Let him know I'm back. Back, baby. It's nice when the market gives you your exact setup. You know, when the market gives you your exact setup, and look at this. My bad. Trying to send this to my homeboy. Do you see this stuff though? Now watch. Okay, look, that held. So we just wicked down through there. I got a wick exit on this boy. This could still reject right here, right? But if this does happen to come up here and close above this, oh damn, what a flip of the script. I might be going higher, y'all. Doesn't look like that's what's happening, but look at the hell you're going through. Like if I was trying to hold this for 10 points, which I did, I wouldn't have, although it looked like we would come down and at least test this, and we probably will. Look at all the hell you had to go through. Stop at break even. I don't think, we look at the 1 minute. I'd like to test this stuff out. So basically, yeah, if I had pulled stop to break even, it never got back to that area. So we would still be in the trade from 21, trying to get down to 11. And I think and so this got flipped. So this little guy right here, this 1 hour fair value gap, that got flipped. That got inverted just now. Comes down, comes resistance. And now you got a jumper to the downside. So probably more downside here. If I were still in the trade, I'd be feeling pretty confident that we're going to go down and touch that 11 area. But it's just sitting through all that is so painful. So now we chill. We wait for the second setup. Should be the silver bullet. See if we can catch one more. That's going to be in a little bit. Chat with my homeboy. Really nice to have someone that knows trading, that you can sort of discuss things with, bounce things off of when you have terrible days like yesterday when I blew my funded account. I don't even know who was pushing those buttons. Dude, I look back at the trades and I was like, what in the fuck was I doing? For real. What was I doing? Just crazy. Did he get to 1350? No, equal lows there. You want to go lower. You know you do. Just do it. In the bounce area here. I think first likely bounce area somewhere in here. And I would actually be interested in longing over here, right there. What? If it gets down to here, I'm going to want some of that. Again, not for a big pop, not because I think it's going to turn around and go a million miles higher, but because I think that even if it's bearish, it'll probably come down, touch here, and come back up to here. So, you know, I would catch my 5 points and the hell out of Dodge. But this did flip bearish on us right here. Starting to creep down. There it goes. So that setup is so beautiful, isn't it? We were hoping to get a touch up here. Confirmation candle came at 925, giving us this as the new, let's see which candle is that, the 920 candle. Bearish order block. Okay. So it came up and touched that guy. And then, all right, now 13. So if we had shot for 10 points on this, we would now have it pulled up and the stop would be moved to 16. So I always like to see if I had gone for 10 and we got a jumper lower on the 5. It's going. It's going. Maybe one tick away. Oh, it would have been one tick away. Target would have been 11. So basically I have a stop at 16 and a target at 11. Which one's going to get hit first? I like to just see how that would play out, because I do know that ultimately I'm going to have to get better. I'm going to have to get better at being able to stay into trades and to hold these winners. And I want to get better, but But for my psychology, for me to be okay, it looks like it would have taken me out. Oh, one tick away. Oh, what do we, one tick away from taking me out? Should push lower now. And the market is constantly bouncing back and forth. And you know that. And you look at it and you go, yeah, it's because there's always buyers and sellers. There's people who think it's going higher, there's people who think it's going lower. That's true, but there's technicals and typically, if you look at the back and forth, you will find that the bouncing that goes back and forth is a little too, oh, would have taken me out right there. So it would have been a 5-point trade either way. Would have got one tick away. Oh, see, stuff like that burns me. Would have taken me out by 2 ticks. Now we'll go to target. And a lot of times that'll happen. So we could see like, hey, this is a big bearish move right here. So that's why I always want to pay attention to these, why we decided to plot these and chart these levels, is because although it may still be bearish, you can get bounces off of those. Now, if you believe that we're maintaining bearishness, even though price is delivering from one of these, then you can say, well, these are good entry points. This is a good place to get in when it gets one of these sort of dead cat bounce type of situations, and then take it for the continuation. That's not my style, but some people do trade that way, and it works. $17 minutes for our next setup. Bond market flips positive. Not a whole lot going on there. Let's get rid of this. Let's go over here. Bitcoin still hovering around 30,000. Relentless. And there it goes. And so what I would have had to do is not follow my plan, get in here, and basically just walk away. Once it pulls stop to break even, walk away and let it come down and hit, and we would have got 10 points. That's what I would have had to do. That doesn't fit for my psychology. It just doesn't. If I had used my 10-point plan, I would have got stopped out on the bounce back, would have been 1 tick from target. That would kind of pissed me off. And I've learned this just over the years about myself, and I'm just trying to cater to my psychology. So Tesla down a couple dollars, Meta down a couple dollars. Let's look at the old gold chart here. Gold in a bit of a downtrend. Yikes. What's going on there, gold? That should be good for stocks, right? Or should be a sign of strength in the stock market. Interesting. Very boring kind of price action so far for gold. Oh, gosh. So many times I wish I traded the NQ. Look at that. Oh my God. Low 368.25. High 368.50. Oh. So my, oh my gosh. So my system for trading the open would have absolutely I would have had one tick of drawdown on the NASDAQ today. I don't trade the NASDAQ because it's so crazy. It's just not my style. All the whipsawing and all the just madness is just not my style. But wow. So we're that below. Yeah, I mean at the very least wanted to take it right there. Maybe right there even. So yeah, I would have had 20 ticks drawdown in that situation. Use a 50 tick stop. 12.5 point stop on the NASDAQ. And that would have been a monstrous one. Whew. Monstrous one. Wow. What am I doing over here? Let's get this out of the way. All right. Enough victory lapping. It feels good to be back. And here's the bounce. So it dug down. Basically 45.10. Now we're getting a bounce. Opening range high is right here. There's a good chance that gets taken out. Let's go ahead and plot it. Uh-oh. E-mini Maverick. He's buying right here. He's buying the ES at 45.14 with a 20-point target. He's buying right here. I don't think that's a terrible idea. Could get a bounce off of this. He's using algorithmic trader. This is it right here. That's not a bad idea. You can see the midpoint of this fair value gap right here, this little one on the 5-minute. The midpoint is what we're bouncing off of. That's untouched, and that's from the silver bullet hour. The finish of the silver bullet hour. Market just went up from that. So yeah, E-mini Maverick is long right here. I'll follow his trade while we wait for ours. He's long right here. Oh, he's got a 10-point target. What's his stop? 44.88.50. No, I can't be right. Dude, why does it keep doing that? I do like it though. For me, I would want to see it close above here first. And the reason is just because of this right here. Come on, Mav, I'm pulling for you. This is not my trade. This is my buddy's trade that I'm putting on the screen here. The reason why I'd want to see it close above here is because you don't know if this is just being created as another bearish order block. And you can see you got equal highs there, so it's kind of looking like it is a bearish order block, which means this sucker will go much lower. We're kind of hoping / expecting price to get down to here. And he's got his stop like way down here. His stop is like, this is what his trade looks like right now. Like that. Who cares about RR, y'all? I can't trade like that. I mean, like Don Vo trades that way. There's a lot of people who do. His system is automated, so it's really just about like probabilities and back testing and all that stuff. But it looks like a bearish order block is forming right here. And in fact, if anything, let's see where this one closes. It's early on this candle. Could be some accumulation. Remember, typically the 945 candle right here is a reversal candle, which would lend us to, this is kind of annoying, which would lend us to believe that since it popped, that it should continue lower. Just telling him good luck. Not looking good. So opening range high right there. One thing I do like to do So this is the regular trading hours chart. So it gives you yesterday instead of all the electronic overnight stuff. And sometimes it's really a good idea, you know, to look at that. I mean, look at this also, this resistance at the end of the day yesterday and being resistance today. I don't even normally look at that, but you can see this sort of order block right here that finished the day was where we opened. We opened inside of that thing. Now I got an even better entry up here at 21 because of the order block that was created. That's the reason why I don't pay as much attention to this, but it does kind of make sense, you know, why we're moving lower here. And you can see as we get beneath this support here, is like if this closes down here, particularly below 10.75, just right on the cusp of, oh, close above. We got buyers in here. That's regular trading hours. I typically am just looking at electronic trading hours. You'll notice that it does affect the 21 EMA. See where the 21 EMA is? We switch it to, that's the blue line, regular trading hours. It's in a different spot. Is that interesting? I want to see all the price. But I was aware of this. Remember, we just said, let's scroll over there. Okay, hey, let's look. Boom. Here's our opening candle. Here's the candles that finished the day yesterday. So the overnight was run up to be knocked down. I think there's more downside on the day coming. 4 minutes away from silver bullet hour. This is my buddy right here. He's doing a sports betting Discord, and he came up with this puppet. It's called Donnie Dimes. It is hysterical. Y'all, it's so funny. Has a New Jersey accent. It's gonna be so funny. He does this Major League Baseball system where he just doesn't lose. He makes this bet that's like a high probability bet. We have to kind of risk. The risk reward is not there, but it's just like you just win. God, it's hilarious. It's so funny. As an actor that does the voice of Donnie Dimes. Hysterical. Okay. Bunch of aliens and everything on YouTube. Oh, it's bouncing. So you didn't get the short confirmation. Close one tick above. That's why I like that whole concept. Now it's bouncing out. And this could turn around. This could end up right here being our opening range low. This is the last candle in the opening range. Tesla down 260, Meta down 450. Bitcoin up $100. This is not looking good for my buddy who's long right now. And the main reason is because it's touched this support, dug further into this support. It's fair value gap. That's a 1 hour fair value gap, and that's the midpoint right there. There's also a 5-minute fair value gap that's right in here. It's having a hard time pushing. So it hasn't been able to crest this 1525, which leaves this in play still as a bearish order block. It needs to get above that, even just one tick, to prove to us that this isn't a sell block that's going to win. Yep, that long is not looking good right here. All right, 7 a.m. candle is here. We need to get the 1 minute chart up. One minute's on the left, 5 minutes on the right. Dug into support right here. The 1 minute currently trying to reclaim the 21 EMA. Get a little pop here. This is a good sign. Good sign for my buddies long. This is a good sign for that being the next step. Okay, might be getting the fair value gap right off the gate, right out of the gates here. Let's see if we get it. Yep. Might just run away from us though. Don't go too fast. Don't go too fast now. Take it easy. Let's see what happens. Got a fair value gap on the 1 minute. Let's see if we get a formation on the 5 minute as well. Sure looking like it. Gotta give it a second. We got a jumper as well between 7 and 7:01. 5:15. 5:15. Which also coincides nicely with what is apparently going to be a bullish order block right here. Gonna wait and see if we can get a fair value gap formed on the 5 minute. One minute looks good. Above the 21 EMA. A little fair value gap here. Digging into that. The prime for the pump. Prime. Pump. Do it. Do it now. Opening range low. Let's go ahead and plot that. Pretty rare the opening range low or high remains the daily high, but or daily low, but it did yesterday. Pretty sure. Yeah, let's get some good action here. $20 seconds to close on this candle. And so the bullish confirmation is official in 2, 1, boom. Okay. Bullish confirmation is official. Also got a jumper right there to the high side. There's that number again, 15, 1525. It's getting scooped up. It's been getting scooped up. So if that can hold right there. Oh, dug into a little bit. Struggle is real. And that's why I like to see it on the 5-minute. Now, this is still go higher, don't get me wrong. And now we're going to get an inversion. Looks like. So I wait for on the 5-minute now. He could have easily purchased at 14.75 or at 15. And I don't think that would have been like a bad trade. It may not work out, but you can see why I'm hesitant. That might be a false signal amidst all this resistance. And this is what the 21 EMA, especially on electronic trading hours, is really, really good for. It shows you the fake outs. And this looks like a fake out to the upside. There's no support down here, though. Lost support down here. So that did invert. Did, in fact, invert. And it's a good chance that opening range low gets taken out. So right here, what could happen is it's coming down and take out this opening range low and then bounce off the midpoint. See that happening. You want to take a high probability trade would be short at 1350 if you get it, with a stop right there at 17. So 3.5 points, pretty minimal. 1350 though, you would need all this to get blown up. To get 10 points, you need to dig in and yeah, it could happen. We may not see 1350. I think we will. We may not. We may not see it. It just could take a second too. The old me, I would just walk away. Like if I didn't get the entry I wanted right away, I would just literally leave. Some market structure here. So really just still lower lows, lower highs. Still bearish, unable to break structure and create a higher high, basically. Could do it now. Make a higher low and then go make a higher high. That could happen. Doesn't look like it. Jumper lower. Just got to jumper lower. Jumper lower and then it yoinks higher. Back off support, bouncing up. Didn't quite get there. 2 ticks away. Looking stronger now. So you can see there's support here that is holding nicely. It's definitely getting tested a lot, though. The door is getting knocked on. And that jumper lower was on the 5-minute too, by the way. So we got a short confirmation here on the 5-minute at 11:50. I don't put a lot of weight into that unless it's higher, at a low near support. I don't put a lot of weight into that yet. And you can see there's clearly support here. Now, if this were to come up and make a new high, that would be super bullish. $13.50 missed by a tick. Something's going on right at this spot right here. Does look like a bullish order block formation. Hasn't been able to break that 10 area. It looked like we were for sure going to take out the opening range low. Just back and forth, back and forth. It's like ping pong over here. It really feels like the market is heavy here, but it just has so much support. It can't muster the inertia to go lower. I didn't have an order in, but if I would have, I missed it by a tick. $13.50. I think $13.50 with a stop at 17 is not a bad play. Although I'm feeling a tendency to be done here. I'll tell you why. It feels like max fuckery at this point. I mean, look at this. So we've got resistance here. So we're just in this tight range. We got resistance here. We got support here. We got a false signal during silver bullet long on the first candle. And then we get the reversal here just a few minutes later. And it just kind of doesn't seem to want to pick a direction. And this is what I was saying at the beginning of the day today. It's entirely possible on a day like this, before we have a huge news day tomorrow. You haven't seen initial jobless claims, CPI, core CPI, year over year. We got some numbers that are probably going to move the market tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be very interesting. Now that's going to all happen at 5:30 in the morning. So when I get in at 6, I'll be live streaming tomorrow. When I get in at 6, we'll have what those numbers look like. We'll be able to see what those candles have done, the formations have been. and we'll have an idea kind of where we stand, right? And it's good. It should be a wild day, but today is probably going to be just kind of a meh. You think it'd probably be a setup day, be in a range, a little back and forth, maybe go take out, this high and then come down and take out this low, but just kind of stay in some sort of predictable range. And doesn't have me very excited at the moment. Although we do have, I want to look at this, kind of inverse head and shoulders, higher low right here. So if this can come up and break this 17, then you would have a good case for to buy a pullback. You have a break of structure. So it looks like we did touch 1350. Don't know if we would have got filled or not, but could have taken that one. I just don't like it right now. And I know I'm not supposed to just take trades you don't like, but I don't like the overall price action. That's not even that trade. I still think that's a good trade, especially, a situation like this. If you really don't like it, but your system tells you, hey, you should take a trade, then just size down, and that's probably what I should have done. I should just trade one contract. It's only 3.5 points. $175 put on the line. We're up 500 today. It wouldn't have been a big chunk to give up. And you could be aggressive with pulling the stop to break even too. Jumper higher. We got jumper higher. And here it goes. Look at that jumper right there. Whoo-wee. And now she's running 1425. So we would have been in this. I'd taken that one. We'll stop at 17. Now we got to watch this one here, because if it goes above 45.17, just 45.17.25 is enough. That's a break of structure. I can take this downtrend and flip it upside down. As you can see, a lot of support here. That's why in prep, I was saying, hey, we've got to watch this. We have to plot this area because we need to know what's there. We need to know when to avoid a short, right? Like if we didn't plot this, probably just say, oh yeah, let's go ahead and let's take this. And maybe it would work out, it still could. The trade's still fine if we were taking the 1350. But we wouldn't have known about what it was here that price was delivering from. That's a 1 hour fair value gap. And also there's a 5 minute from yesterday during silver bullet hour that's right here on top of this as well. So there's multiple things right there that are causing that. Now, when you look at this jumper, I'm going to show you this jumper right here. See this jumper? The 1 minute, that little guy right there, that tick separation. You probably can't see it because it's just so hard to see in the shit. So let me just really zoom it in. That's a jumper. So this candle closes right here. The open of the next candle jumps higher. This we just got a jumper lower. This usually means that the computer is trying to get price higher. Now you don't know, it doesn't mean that it's going to go higher for a long period of time, but right now, the computer's trying to get the price up. And now it looks like computer trying to get the price down. And there it goes. Right off of the inverted fair value gap. Well, probably going to come take out this low. So our target would have been 850. Jumper higher. I think I'm going to call it a day. We got to win. There will be another day. Opening range low. It's in danger. Ah, yes, it's in danger. Yeah, right now it's just equal low. Liquidity not swept yet. Liquidity not swept. Remember this low right here, this opening range low is right on top of the midpoint of a 5-minute fair value gap from yesterday's PM session during the silver bullet hour. Now bouncing off of this fair value gap at 12. So you could take it at 12 with a stop up here at 15. That's also another place that you could take this one if you believe it's going lower. And it sure does look like it wants to go lower. Another jumper lower there. So the jumpers do matter, especially if they cluster. If you see a bunch of them clustered in the same place, then you know you can kind of go, all right, I see what's going on here. So like here we actually do have quite a few. There's one here, so there's 1, 2, 3. Then you got the jumper higher, then another jumper higher, but it was to get it right into this area here, and then another one lower, another one lower. So just lots of jumpers just shows you that the algorithm is trading and controlling price, and that it's doing some manipulation right now. The higher jumpers don't always mean it's going to go higher for very long. It just means that it's trying to push price to a certain point. It's trying to get it there fast. And the algorithm fires based on minutes. So it says, you know, hey, when this minute begins, buy the ask. And that's why it jumped up. And it just takes it, whatever it is, because it wants to move it in that direction. Looks like we're going to finally come down and take out this opening range low. Price action very slow today. I didn't take the trade, but if I had, I would just have a stop at break even, +1. Right now, be right here, and just be chilling. I'd probably look away. Speaking of, let's do it and do that. Tesla down $4 now. Meta down almost $5. Bitcoin hanging in there, right around 30,000. Let's look at the NAS. See, similar situation with the NAS. Got this fair value gap here. Another one here just below that. Then got the inversion there. It's tough. It's tough. It just doesn't. It seems like the silver bullet doesn't work every time. so you know. It's not really a silver bullet, but so for the NAS, the opening range low has been defeated. It has been taken out, and that should give it some clearance. If it's going to go higher, now it sort of has like permission. It may not be. Equal lows on the ES. Typical of a range bound day. Just want to kind of see that come to fruition one way or the other. Jumper higher on the 1 minute. This market doesn't want to go lower or higher. Right now, though, what do we have? So, you know, we have lower highs and lower lows. We did have this one higher low right here, which was somewhat optimistic for the bulls. Like, oh, hey, now we can just go make a higher high. We're going to break this downward structure, look for a pullback to giddy up. Didn't happen. So now we got the lower high, and now we have, again, a lower low than here, although it's an equal low over here. All in all, it's a bearish pattern, but really, I'm telling you, it's a range. That's what it is. And I would have just got stopped out at break even. Yeah, I'm going to call it. One trade, 5 handles. Give me my money. And getting out. Have a good one, fam. I'll be back tomorrow. We'll do the same shit tomorrow. And no matter what the market's doing, should be able to find an opportunity somewhere in here. Good luck to you out there. Good luck to my buddy Drew and his long right now. He's long at 1475. So good luck for that. Y'all take care. Be safe. Be careful. Be smart. I know that this day might be like watching paint dry. It may not go anywhere today. Might just be in this range right here. Literally. Might be stuck in this range. Could do that all day. Back and forth. Back and forth. Might break out. You never know, but big data tomorrow. Big data dump tomorrow, 5:30 a.m. Expecting fireworks. So we'll see you for that. Take care.